Hi guys, hope that you're well and that you're enjoying what appears to be quite a nice Sunday afternoon today. For this video we're going to discuss basically why we're still here and why we're still talking to you guys, and I suppose to give you a brief update on what's been going on with the charity.
Yep, and other things we're very fortunate. I'm half Flemish, so we went over to Belgium and Holland to see my cousins very recently. I hadn't been there for 37 years, awful long time, and Mars had never been there.
No.
So we went back to my mother's old village and saw the old farmhouse she used to live in, and also met the lady that lives there now, and we had a thoroughly wonderful time. We were extremely tired when we came back. We came back on the Friday, and then on the Tuesday we went up to the Peak District to stay with my brother for 3 days, and we only got back there from Friday, and shortly back to school another 3 weeks, which is great. But that's all
Busy.
been it's been very busy.
But I suppose what you just said about seeing your brother leads on to what we're going to talk about in this video, because he told us that he was listening to a radio programme about someone who'd lost their child, or I think it might have been their husband, but I think it was their child, who couldn't stand the question, "How are you?"
Which I can't stand.
And it's one of those difficult things because you think, why is that such a problem? You know, you're not saying something quite condescending like "I can imagine," but "How are you?" But what this woman was saying is she'd like to be asked, "How are you today?" Because with that today qualifying the "How are you," there's an understanding that you're never going to be the same person. You know, so how are you today? Well, today's been okay. It's a little easier than yesterday. And I think that's a really important thing. I think that's really what we would like to say on our channel and about the charity, is that we're getting quite a lot of comments, quite a lot of lovely comments from people who've been diagnosed recently with brain tumours. And our charity, although it focuses on glioblastoma, is really there to support anyone who we think, or they think rather, would benefit from chatting to us. And that's why we have a contact button on our website. So that's one of the reasons that we're still going on, is because we're privileged in a way to be in this unique club of people who've lost close relatives, a daughter, a sister, because you do meet some incredibly genuine people and some of the strongest people I think you'll ever meet. So yeah, one of the reasons we're keeping going is to help you guys, the viewers.
I suppose what we also need to say is, obviously Miles and I have only really witnessed anaplastic astrocytoma grade 3 and glioblastoma grade 4. We would hate to sort of misrepresent, say anything that really wasn't...
Yeah, I mean, we get comments from people who haven't got glio, and it's not us being rude if we say we can't speak about it. We're not clinicians, we're not doctors, and we can't really speak about different tumours because that's not fair, because we don't know. But with glioblastoma and astrocytoma, we can certainly talk there from personal experience.
Yeah, a very good friend of mine, Cressy's very good friend, passed, Cressy the trustee, a very good friend passed 48 hours ago from glio, and she actually said to me it was exactly the same as Charlotte. So we sympathise with that, and we know how that was. The videos of Charlotte, of course, are not easy to watch, and that, I suppose, they shouldn't be. I think she was one of the bravest people I've ever known. My brother was talking about this a few days ago, about getting up in front of the camera, when you are that ill, 6 weeks from dying. I think it's amazing footage that she put up, and I'm incredibly proud of her. We still have, Miles will take a picture of it, her empty chair.
Well, it's got a cushion on it now, with her favourite cat.
But it's kind of not empty. I haven't been well for about 48 hours. I'm okay, so I had to go to A&E last night, but I'm perfectly alright. But I just said to Charlotte be with me, and I did actually feel she was with me. So Mars will take a picture of her chair and the flowers that we always have, and she loved Cat Kidston, so I bought her this really kitsch Cat Kidston dog which topbles up as a vase, so Mars can take a picture of that, and I always have a yellow rose sticking out of his head.
Yes.
The charity is going well. We've got quite a few things coming up. thing with Donate the Change, but that I think we'll probably need to do a separate video on. It's
Yeah, we had something today actually. Unfortunately, we were supposed to go
Yeah.
to, but you're not up to it, so that's fine. But that's organised by John Henty at
Yes.
the Max Miller Appreciation Society, and they've been very, very kind and generous and raised hopefully quite a bit of money. So thank you to them. Our apologies that we couldn't be with you this afternoon, but
yeah.
You were just
Unfortunately,
feeling
I
under
was
the
up
weather.
at the hospital A&E last night until 1 o'clock in the morning, and
That's what's up.
just having as was Miles. So I've just been sort of nice to take it easy for a few days anyway.
yeah. But I think actually it might be quite a nice video just to talk more freely than we would usually, because usually we have a topic and we stick to it quite rigidly. But I'm just kind of thinking while we're sitting here, you know, the reasons why we continue doing it. It's just because brain tumour research is just so underfunded.
There was nothing.
It's astonishing. And they say it will take 100 years at the current rate of funding for brain tumours to be anywhere near prostate and breast. And that's a really good thing, don't get me wrong, those advances have been made. But brain tumour has just been so devastating to us that it would... that's
And
one
we're very fortunate, it's a very tiny charity, but we're very honoured to be working directly with King's College Hospital London. I think probably we may be only one of a handful, I don't even know, maybe the only one that works directly.
Yeah.
So, you know, fortunately we can follow what's
Yeah,
going
I mean,
on.
that's the thing, if you give money to Charlotte's Bag, you're not only helping glioblastoma, you're potentially helping a lot of other cancers because it's so difficult to treat. If there are breakthroughs there, they may well be applicable to other cancers which are difficult to treat too. The other thing is the money goes directly to Charlotte's ex-consultant, who is one of the best, most lovely people we know, and he will be doing direct research from the money you give them. We don't have any overheads at all.
No,
And I think that's quite a big thing to say about charities at the moment in the current climate, because there's been quite a lot of
there's been quite a lot of hype, I think, about how much every pound does
how
actually
much
go.
of the pound actually goes into the charity and how much is divvied up among salaries and overheads. So yeah, for us, we keep going because we know that every bit of money we get will go exactly where it should go. And that's something that you guys, if you do feel like donating or doing a run, which a lot of you have been very generous already, that's something to bear in mind, that it will go directly to Charlotte's ex-consultant and directly into his research facility.
And I strongly believe, and Miles does too, that Charlotte left a legacy. She left a legacy for a reason. I now believe this is the reason. When just after she died, Miles did mention about charity, and I thought, oh, is that going to be one of those? You know, what do we do? I just didn't know. You know, your child's died. You start a charity, and then I started thinking more and more, and then Cressy got involved, and then she came up with that name, and that was a no-brainer. I thought, yeah, we've got to go, because that name is just so lovely, and I know that Charlotte would have been absolutely thrilled to bits.
Well, and that's another thing about our charity is that one of the reasons we spend no money, you know, we pay for all our own expenses out of our own money. That does not come from the charity funds. We pay for that out of your money from your job. The other thing is we're in a very fortunate position because we don't have to spend any real money on marketing. Because Charlotte, thankfully, during her course of amazing vlogs and videos, did the marketing for us. She put her name out there. So really, all we're doing is continuing her work, and we don't need to spend a lot of money, you know, coming up with ideas and things and a face for the charity, because we've already got one. And we're privileged enough to be communicating to you via the source of that voice, which is obviously Charlotte's channel. And it's a real pleasure for us to be able to do that, I think.
Yeah, so I think, I don't want to sort of say at the end the normal thing, what is it, like, comment, subscribe. No,
you can
I
do
mean,
those things if
you
you
can
like.
if you like.
They're
I
helpful.
mean, yeah, we have, I think, 4,000 plus subscribers.
But
which
we
is
always
great,
say,
but
don't we?
yeah.
There are certain YouTubers obviously have quite a lot of subscribers. We don't have a massive amount, but we're really grateful for the ones we do have and for the comments and support that you guide.
And if we only get 2 positive comments, then
we know that
that's great.
We know that those comments are meant.
And to the 2 people that did just contact us recently, one whose wife, I believe, has the secondary tumour, a brain tumour leading on from breast cancer, and to the other person who just contacted to say that they had a brain tumour. your thoughts are very much with us. We did say please do contact us via the website, and we'd be more than happy to help if we can, in
Yeah.
any way that we
Yeah.
can.
And that's another thing, you know, if you have people who may have been diagnosed, the first thing is don't give up, because miracles do happen. Medical miracles happen. And the second thing is don't let anyone else tell you to give up.
No.
Because we, with Charlotte, it was literally only until she took that last breath that we conceded.
And remember, even with all the hospital people and everything else, it's what you believe in. So I always used to say I didn't want negative people in the room, and people used to look at me, I didn't care what they said. I always used to say to Miles, I'm not carrying any passengers on this train.
Yeah, no, when you're in treatment, fight for your...
Yeah, you
Fight
fight
for
for
your rights.
everything, and I did, and I'm afraid there were people that I really did not gel with, and I'm afraid I wasn't wasting time and asked them to be removed off the case.
And there are people you really do gel with. and
Who
you're
I really do
grateful to
gel,
have them.
and I bumped into a nurse recently, about 6 months ago, which is lovely because I'm now in contact with her, because obviously Charlotte's passed, so we're allowed to have that contact, but it's lovely just to dip in and out and see what she's up to. So
yeah, ran over.
rent over. Yeah, so we'll probably catch up 2 or 3 weeks' time, unless something wonderful happens. And the book I'm still
Still writing.
plodding on with, but I've got so many offers of proofreading, but I just think it's such a pile of rubbish. But anyway, I'm aiming to get it actually just all down, which is taking me so long. But I'm now up to January 2016, but that's the bulk of notes, so I've got to coordinate my notes with my own writing, but we should wait and see what happens.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you, and Mars will put a photo of Charlotte's chair with Nala's cushion and a little Cath Kidston dog.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks
Thank you
for
for watching.
Thanks, bye.